Not sure I staked it out good enough for this. Alright, I'm camping in mid-Michigan this time. It's November. It's a beautiful day, especially for Michigan. Mid-60s. Got about a mile and a half to the campsite. So we're just gonna hike in. We're gonna set up the hot tent again. Not really gonna need the stove, but we're gonna go ahead and set it up anyway. Maybe just leave the doors open when I'm running it, when it's warm out. So I'm gonna go ahead and hike in. Unfortunately, the colors aren't as good as last time. You can see all the leaves are pretty well off the trees. But it's supposed to rain this afternoon and evening. So we're gonna get a camp set up. We'll just hang out tomorrow and enjoy our time. So far I'm really liking this tripod selfie stick. It's a lot taller than the last one, so I can get some better angles. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit, so if it starts going much harder, I'll have to put the camera away. Alright, found my spot. I'm gonna set up between this maple and this oak. Close enough together where the line should make the tent nice and tight. I only brought one pole this time, so need a tighter line. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get set up. Rain started to kick up a little bit, so hopefully I can finish it before it really comes. I think it's just a shower for now, and then it picks back up later again tonight. Rather than trying to fight getting this loop on, sure, you very well could do a little thing like that. The other thing you can do is just use the adjustable end on the pole. The other thing that does is give you the adjustment up at a comfortable working height. There you go. Well, I did not bring a butane stove with me. Probably should have, since it's so warm that I'm not necessarily going to want to run the wood stove all the time. But I didn't, so I gotta set the wood stove up if I want to have any lunch, because I've got to heat up some water for that. So we'll go ahead and set the stove up, collect some twigs, get a fire going, that way I can get some lunch going. It's about noon, 12:30, something like that. And yeah, just have the rest of the day to chill out. Well, a bit of an error here. I forgot my titanium plate. I'm gonna have to make some food in this mug, but that's not gonna be so good for hash browns, for instance. Today's lunch is ham and beans. Not sure there's a lot of ham in here, mostly beans, but that's what it is. Ooh, got a little bit of wood debris made it in. Black beans, pinto beans, and then the leftovers from a Christmas ham. Alright, food's ready. Actually some pretty good chunks of ham in here. It's more than warm enough that I don't really need the fire, but that's alright. I'll let it burn. Well, the rain started pretty good now. It started sprinkling earlier. I tried to lower one corner of the tent tarp. It's not working very well. I think a weight right here would actually work pretty good, but the zipper along the sides keeps the corner from really being the low point. So occasionally I just need to do that and get the water out. Collected a little bit more wood. This area is really not very good for firewood, unfortunately. Good thing I don't really need the wood stove. So anyway, I'm just gonna sit back and relax and play an old DOS game on my phone on DOSBox. Alright, I've gone ahead and closed up shop here in the back. Still have the front open for now, although I'll probably close it soon because I've got water drips where the zippers are. That's the downside of having the front open in the rain. Had some water on. Nice and warm now. Gonna make a little bit of decaf coffee. Hint of garlic powder. Just maybe I should have rinsed out that garlic container before I filled it full of decaf. I closed both doors and that instantly made it warmer in here. I'm gonna have to turn the stove down for sure, but it'll help dry things out a little bit. Middle section's pretty wet, the ends are pretty dry. I don't know, I think it's worth it to have a little bit more room. It'd be a little boring to be closed in all day long otherwise. Thinking I really should have seam sealed this top tarp. It's got a few drips from it. I'll have to do that on another trip. Other than that, not too many leaks. I never did seam seal the rest of the tent. I believe this brown tent sure sucks up the light. Gonna make a quick dinner. Just gonna have a little bit of chicken tonight, especially since I left the plate. Have to run back to the car tomorrow. It may have fallen out when I was looking for some other stuff in the bag, so I'll probably see if I can grab that. That'll make cooking a little easier. And then, yeah, tomorrow morning we'll wake up. Hopefully there will be some geese flying tomorrow. Maybe I'll have some luck. I'm not a very good wing shot, so I don't tend to have a lot of luck, even though I do get a few shots off. So anyhow, I'm gonna eat a little dinner and then relax. Maybe have a little snack later, we'll see. Alright, dinner's ready. Wife's been door dashing, so I have a few Taco Bell hot sauce packets around. Fire sauce in this case, so we'll add that. Man, it's getting toasty in here. I had to change into the short sleeves. Even that's not enough, so I also had to start cracking the vents on this side. Just get a little bit of cool air in here. Dinner time. So I've had dinner. I failed to take over the galaxy multiple times now. It's about time to go to bed. See you in the morning. Good morning. Let's get the light on here. You can probably hear it's sprinkling. Kind of rained on and off all night. Woke up a few times, not because I was cold, just waking up through the sleep cycles of camping and on the ground. Fed the fire. Hopefully there's a few coals left. This wood's not very good, so there may not be. So get the fire going. Alright, ran to my car this morning, got a plate. It was in the car as I expected, but I had to go there anyway to get something else. Time for some coffee. So 2 trips ago, I had a cup in the afternoon, which used the rest of my coffee, and I didn't refill. Last trip, I had just a massive caffeine headache that kept me up at night. I figured since I got through that, it went away later that night. Figured might as well stay to decaf, so I don't have any caffeine now. There's a bit of a break in the rain, so I went to cut some firewood. You can see the inside's pretty dry. Alright, a bit of a change in plans. I met the adjacent landowner last time I was out here, and he actually gave me permission to hunt his property after we were talking a little bit. Met him again today. He and I have just been talking for the last 3 hours, so I never did eat breakfast. Only got a couple shots off of geese. Nothing has been flying by, but we've just been talking, and it seems like he and I have quite a bit in common, actually. But we traded. I brought him some goose breast for my last hunt. He brought me some home canned pork, so that's going to be lunch right now. It's going to be a lot better than what I was going to have. That's obviously going to need to be rendered down a little bit. Kind of wish I had my bigger plate. I've had to render a lot of the fat out of there. Levi grew some fat pigs. Alright, it's starting to smell really good. I think I've fried it decently enough. There's still probably an excessive amount of fat, but not so bad. I'll let this cool and get to eating. I'll let you know how it is in a minute. Alright, I think I've got it seasoned. Let's see how it is. That is so good. I don't know what cuts of meat it was, but he said it's American guinea hog, and they canned whole chunks of it, unseasoned. Obviously, it's a very fat meat, but fried on the stove with some garlic, pepper, salt, and onion. Oh, that is so good. Maybe it's the cut of meat, maybe it's the American guinea hog, but darn good. Thanks again, Levi. That's amazing. It's getting a bit windy. Haven't heard any geese for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the door, start packing up, then wait out the rest of the day, hoping for some geese, and then pack it up right before dark and head on out of here. Not sure I staked it out good enough for this. I had known this was coming, I would have certainly guide out using the guy lines. Dang. I just ran out and put a couple of guy lines in real quick. That kind of wind is was unexpected, otherwise I would have planned for that ahead of time. Gonna finish my game up here, finish some coffee, and then start packing up. But even though I'm about to leave in the next hour or two, I figured I needed to go ahead and guy out the tent a little bit better just so it wouldn't blow free. Probably need something on that end, but it should be good enough. Stove's on this end, so it should be safe. Alright, it's 6 o'clock. I'm going to finish packing up. I'm going to call it. We've got 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts. I'm a bad enough wing shot as it is. So even if any geese come in 40-mile-an-hour winds, there's zero chance I'm going to hit them. So I'm going to pack it up and call it. Hope you enjoyed the video.